Alright, welcome to my look at the Marco Polo. In fact, I don't even have the ship yet, as you can see. I've just got the Italian selected in port here, and I wanted to make this as a first impressions kind of thing where I just buy the ship. I didn't want to necessarily go in and play a bunch of games with the ship, and then give you my opinion on it. I just thought, this is the morning the ship came out, and let's see if we can buy it real quick, and then I'll show you how I want to set it up. I think we'll try maybe to do 2 games in this video. One with the, there it is, Marco Polo. 19,000 gold. There you go, or doubloons. But it should be available for coal. Yes. And we do have enough. By... yeah, 10,000. Nice. I'm not going to use this discount coupon. This is something you could use if you wanted to, but I'm saving that one for this thing. I'm going to get this. I'm pretty excited about this one as well, so we'll probably do a video on this one in the next couple days as well. So for now, though, Marco Polo, I'm more excited for this one. To try high-tier Italian battleships, so here we go. Nice. Let's see what this ship is all about. Tier 9. Oh, look at how high it sits out of the water. Is it higher than Roma? It is, by quite a bit, actually. Yeah, okay. So people won't have a hard time hitting you. That's for sure. So the armor is good, though. Yeah, Italian armor. So it's not quite Russian levels, but, I mean, you park yourself bow in. Yeah, I mean, you can HE spam this all you want. It's not going to do that much damage. Obviously, when you angle like this to get your rear gun off, you're going to take more HE damage to your superstructure. But really, look at that. Some of the funnel is even armored to 30 millimeters, so DD caliber guns and smaller caliber HE can't get to it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Probably should have looked at this before I did the video, but yes, okay. So with the Italian battleships, you have to watch out because you do have turtleback, but it's only 25 millimeters worth of turtleback. You see that there? And then if we take the top away, you can see it extends all the way up. So there's a line of 25 millimeters here. So it's not really that effective turtleback. Because it's just going to get overmatched by basically every battleship you fight. If you want to look at some good turtleback, right, you can see something like a GK here. Even the cruisers, honestly, have some pretty solid turtleback. You can see here, it's 150 millimeter turtleback. So, yes, it's tier 10. I suppose I could have gone to the tier 9, but you're not going to be bouncing shells up and away from your citadel. You can see it's still 150 here. Okay, you're not going to be bouncing things like that. So we'll have to be a little bit careful about showing broadside. The other thing I want to check out is the guns. 36-second reload. 252 meters of dispersion. I was checking on the WoW's fitting tool. And the dispersion, actually, the numbers look better than American dispersion. Just the horizontal and vertical, or the same distance. So you have to try and manipulate the ships to have the similar distance or range. And then you can compare their vertical and horizontal dispersion values. And it actually looks better than the American Iowa dispersion when you put range mod on this thing and don't take the range upgrade on the Iowa. It seems to be better, but you have 0.1 worse sigma, because you have 1.8 sigma, which, in a very simplified way, is just the tendency of the shells to go to the center of where you're aiming. So the higher the number, the better. Now, this is my pretty standard battleship commander that we're going to be using for the Italians. I likely will go something like this. Might even go like that. I doubt it, though. These secondaries are going to be pretty bad, I think, because 90 millimeters doesn't do anything. Even though there's a lot of them, it doesn't really do anything. So it's probably that is probably the build I'm looking for. Our turret traverse isn't actually that amazing, so that's something to be aware of. That's something that's nice about the other Italian battleships. You can see here with Roma. Yeah, you get a 30-second turret traverse, so 6 seconds better already than the Marco Polo. But that makes sense. They're 406s. This is probably similar to what Iowa gets, that kind of thing. So we'll start with this commander. Eventually I'll get him up to this, if you're wondering, with what the full 21-point commander will look like. It'll be that, or it'll be that. Later, though, I think in the second battle, if you're more interested in what a secondary battleship will look like, I do have this guy set up. And we got some secondary action going on. So we'll do that one after, alright? Let's start with this dude. Also, Sansonetti is just going to be amazing on this because of the fast swapping reload. Main armaments, because everything else is pretty useless. We'll probably switch that when we go secondaries. I just don't want to lose my guns in this first battle all too quickly. Let's use aiming systems because we want to hit as many shots as possible. How's our maneuverability? Oh man, this could be a dirty, dirty ship. Look at that rudder shift. 13.3 seconds, 860 meter turning circle. Sometimes these numbers aren't quite right, especially the turning radius in meters. Sometimes it's bigger, sometimes it's shorter in-game. But that could be a pretty nice turning radius. And I am going to go reload. 31.7 seconds. The nice thing about this ship is we do have a spotter. I'm not sure what the tech tree Italian battleships get. I know this the Marco Polo doesn't get the smoke. Okay, these do get the spotter plane as well. I don't know why I didn't think they did. In fact, why don't we, since we're here, why don't we find ourselves one of these and actually take this? I'll buy one of those later. Don't worry about that. You could find them for coal in the armory if you're wondering. And what this is going to do is it's going to actually give us 20% longer spotter plane time. Because I have a feeling we're going to want that time. I got a feeling we're going to want that time. Because it might be that we're just at really long ranges for a lot of the opening game. Likely we'll be able to push in later, but earlier on we're going to want to play opening. This is the flags they recommend, or signals. They're pretty decent, honestly. I don't want to detonate since we're doing a video. Normally I wouldn't run a det flag on the on a battleship in random battles, but I don't want to detonate. Not right now. Okay. Looks good. So, the Marco Polo sap deals a lot of damage. We can look at it in-game, but I believe it's around 14,000, which is a lot. So I'm expecting some pretty big salvos here out of this sap. Not perfect dispersion. I'm going to explain a little more about that. With AP, you're looking to Citadel, right? And Citadels are small. So AP having better dispersion, let's say you're using, Japanese AP, the equivalent tier. It's going to have better dispersion than the equivalent tier Italian battleship because it relies so heavily on AP and trying to find those citadels. It needs to be more accurate because a citadel is smaller than an entire ship. SAP, on the other hand, doesn't need to be as accurate, guys. It really doesn't need to be as accurate because your SAP isn't looking for citadels. On cruisers it can, but the main thing you're trying to do is just hit the ship. That's the strength of SAP. You're just trying to hit the ship, and that is going to deal some massive, massive, massive damage. I think a lot of people are underestimating the power of SAP and thinking that this ship needs to be, or this entire line of Italian battleships need to be just as accurate as other battleships in order to be good. And I don't think that's the case at all. Look at us. We got a lot of Marco Polos in this one. Okay. Nice. Now, we don't have a CV, which is actually very good, because this ship has bad AA. The ship has very bad AA. Why are these over here? Move these in a little bit. Anyways. Yeah, so what I was saying, we got ourselves some sap to work with at high tier. This is exciting. Might even... whatever, I won't edit those yet. Reinstalling mods after an update is always an interesting experience. So, what do we got? 13.2 conceal. 7.7 secondary range, not bad. Well, see, the 4.6 kilometer AA range is the problem. Those are turn angles. Let's get that right on the bow. That's pretty good, actually, for turn angles sideways. Especially with our rudder shift. Oh my goodness. I'm so sad. You used to be able to see the exact degrees of your guns within the aiming reticle or whatever. It used to actually say that. And in fact, do I have... I have the wrong dynamic crosshair. If you're wondering what to do with dynamic crosshairs, you got to go over to dynamic. Usually it'll actually be on type 1, which is useless. And I prefer the Smart Horizon one. There we go. Just like that. And then you'll get the one that actually changes with the distance. Very nice. Very nice. So I'm going to run this thing on a flank. I think that a flanking Marco Polo could be pretty nasty. They don't have terribly good torpedo boats, actually, so that's very good. We're lit already. Means the DD is not quite in the cap, but it should be. Take a sip of coffee. Since it is early morning, I want to get this video up on the day of, since I don't have early access to these ships. Alright, Sap, let's see what you got. That looks pretty accurate. He's just slower than I thought. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Oh, right. This update had the improved visuals. Right. Look at those smoke screens. Huh. I actually think I might like the old smokes better. I don't know. They looked a little bit... That looks a little bit two-dimensional, I want to say. If that's the right way to describe it. Still, though, we'll have to see. I think a secondary build would be a great way to try out the new visuals. Very possibly. So we're not lit here. Oh, we just got lit. That means the DD is right here. So we don't want to be here too long. Something's shooting me from there. What would that be? Just these battleships. Wow, I got hit for a lot there. Whoa. What was that? Overpen damage. Okay. Okay. We're backing up. It's fine. Our team is just nowhere to be found. Yeah. So we gotta go. We're still lit. That means the DD is actually there. He's coming over here. So it's entirely possible right now that I'm getting rushed by a destroyer. Yeah. So there's the torpedoes. That is Akatsuki. So that's this one. Because it's sets of 3. Why does the... They got some visual bugs. Look at that water kind of like forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Unless that's intentional. That would be weird if that was intentional. A bit of a slow game to start here. I don't really want to shoot at the Nooster Shimmy because I don't want to give my position away. Not yet, at least. Theoretically, I should be turning my guns, actually. Pre-turning your turrets is always a good idea. I know I could possibly have a shot on something here, but I think it's smarter to just start turning these and starting to run away, because our team is going to win this side, probably. Probably. And we want to get out of here. We don't want to be here. So one big issue is going to be German battleships for these things. There's the Akatsuki. Actually, we pen his upper belt, don't we? We pen his upper belt. Ooh, that's good. So the Amalfi's here. The red shells are sap. That's Amalfi. Okay. Yeah, so we're just going to kite away. Honestly. There's no point in us really charging into this fight. Ooh, can we get a good hit on the Vladivostok here? Possibly. How's dispersion? Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Our rudder shift is very nice. It's going to be very tough to kill this ship when it's maneuvering like this. Look at how fast we're maneuvering and all this stuff. Oh, this is going to be a nice ship to play. A lot of battleships are not this maneuverable, guys. Truly. Truly. There's a lot of battleships that suck in the maneuverability department. And this is not one of them, fortunately. That was pretty bad dispersion. 2 hits? Okay. 8k damage? Ish? Not bad. We're playing pretty safe, though, right now. I didn't want to play this safe. That was not my intention, but I think we have to here. They just outnumber us. Straight up. They just straight up outnumber us. Hopefully he doesn't sit it on me. It's a Palmer, and it's very unlikely. Ooh, did get one. Yeah, that was a misplay. Fair enough. I was trying to cut in and get a little more aggressive. Still, though, a Palmer with front guns only getting a Citadel there is plus extra. That's very unlikely, actually. If any of you have played Palmer, you'll know the dispersion is very bad. Unicum eating that? Oh, okay. Oh, our Unicum doesn't have... Our Unicum doesn't have... camo. That's kind of bad. Yeah, no camo. That's not the most helpful. You can see how effective German secondaries are, missing my ship with most of the shells. Do I like these new... You know, we can look at the new splash effects. They're not bad. We already have 1 million potential damage. Wow. If I wasn't an idiot and going broadside, I would have had a way better time here. That's some good dispersion. Too bad his ship's small. But you see, we are winning this side slowly, I think. It sucks. I have to kite. It really does suck. I don't want to kite. I want to push in. Have some fun. And this is with Deadeye, so this is about as good as dispersion as you're going to get. Shatter. Still, though, we have 45k, honestly. That's not awful for 28 hits. I've been getting some ridiculous games where in my battleships I nearly have the same amount of damage as hits. So this isn't too bad as far as damage goes. Make sure we get a decent shot in here. I like the maneuverability of this ship. I really do. Oh, he's so slow. Why? Okay. I think we just stop here, actually. We're angled to the destroyer. We're angled to the Amalfi. We're angled to the Vladivostok. And they're trying to push kind of in and across. I think they're going to win this game, though. I really do. Nothing we can do about it. They're just so far ahead on HP already. It looks like my team's actually going to lose this flank where we had the majority of our ships. And that just happens. That just happens sometimes, guys. Nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. Is there a pushing play I can make? I wonder. Oh, it's just so difficult to push in, man, when there's, you know, your DDs just don't exist. Our Unicum is basically dead and gone already. What else is left? What else is left? 4K. Yeah, we haven't had a huge hit yet. Not the most amazing first battle. That's for sure. We gotta make something happen, so I'm gonna try and push into our this Vladivostok. Maybe catch a drive-by, maybe catch the Amalfi. We'll see. We'll see about that. But we should be reasonably tanky. In fact, I'm gonna use a heal early. I know it looks weird using a heal up, but we're not gonna get through all our heals yet, so it's honestly not a big deal. Our Amagi is creating a bit of a crossfire with us, although he's going to die, isn't he? Okay, I'm going to die here. I'm going to die here. That's fine. We'll use Sansanetti's amazing hot swap, or gun feeder, whatever it's called, to get to AP. Nice. Alright. There's the torpedoes. I figured those were coming. So the AP has 13,050 damage, and the SAP has 14,100. Yeah. So since you're overpenning every destroyer, you definitely will want to play with the SAP versus destroyers. I see this Amalfi. We don't want to let them know that we know. Oh, that destroyer getting a first hit fire. That's so unlikely. That's so unlikely. See, we don't want to let him know we know. Oh, he got a big hit sap hit on us. We don't want to let him know we know. Oh, and we get 3 overpen. See, sometimes RNG just happens, guys. Like, it's just an AFK Amalfi broadside at 10 kilometers, and it's RNG. Sometimes a destroyer gets a first hit fire on you. It's RNG. And truly, there's nothing you can do to change that, because it is a battleship. And battleships suck at the end of the day. Let's see if we can get one good hit in on this guy, and then we're going to die. Okay, hit. That was kind of a bad game for me. 87k. That's really bad for a tier 9 battleship. But we did not really have much of a team, so fair enough, right? The fire might tick up to 90. And really what I'm looking for in this ship is somewhere in the... I would probably say I'm looking for 110, 120 out of this ship. That's probably what I'm looking for, on average. Yeah. So what happened this game, if you're wondering, we had 2 ships here, 4 ships here, and the rest of our team here, and our team here lost to the small amount of their ships here. So, what can you do? That's the problem with being one person on a 12-man team that you don't get to pick. You're not going to win. You can't control the outcome very easily, so this is just one of those unwinnable games. I actually have a video coming up talking about that if you want to hear my full thoughts. But yeah, we didn't have a very good game at all, and we got top score, and we only killed. Our team managed to kill 1 ship. Yikes! 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 Okay, that's fine. Let's go and try our secondary build now. Let's see what happens. Oh, let's not go broadside and eat a bunch of AP citadels. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. No, that's not what I want. I'm so used to changing commander being there. I think it was there before. This guy. So now we have 10.5 kilometers range. Okay. Oh my goodness. 11.4 second reload on these 152s. Whoa. So an interesting thing to change would be, instead of this being high explosive secondaries, I would love to see those be sap secondaries. That is what they are on the new test ship, super or battle cruiser that the Italians are going to get. They have sap secondaries on that battle cruiser in testing coming up. I think that's actually out for testing now with this patch. So it's shocking that they wouldn't add sap secondaries to the battleship line, and it's shocking that they wouldn't give these ships a decent turtleback if they want them to brawl. Yeah, interesting game design. Interesting game design. We'll have to see. I'll be playing this ship all afternoon. It's morning currently, and this video should be going up same day. If you want to stop by the stream, the Twitch is linked below. I'll be playing it for basically the whole afternoon. I want to really figure this thing out, see if it's actually any good. This is more of just first impressions. Cool map rotation. Very nice. This map is very difficult to play, guys. It's very hard to push in. Simply because there's just really bad island cover. The only really pushing routes are maybe through these islands. And these islands are really bad to push in on because there's the cap is so close and everybody just sits back here and HU spams you. So we'll try. We did get lucky with no CV again, but okay, our Unicum has camo this time. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. But they have better torpedo boats this time. So instead of a tier 7 kind of torpedo boat, I have to deal with tier 9 torpedo boats. So that's going to be bad. That's not going to be so good. So how are we going to do this? I'm going to try and bow tank, honestly, guys. This game, I'm going to try and get to this island or this island and just straight up bow tank and see what happens with these secondaries. These are, yeah, dual mount 90 millimeters. Okay, interesting. I mean, it's a pretty good looking ship, honestly. Not bad. I just hope it performs well, you know? Just hope it performs well. Let's see what this Ibuki does. We'll let him go first. This is something I don't want to ever do, is impede the maneuverability of cruisers. It's really important to make sure your cruisers have ways to maneuver, because that's how they survive. If you end up blocking them, I know sometimes there's just unavoidable because they just run into you, but there are some times where battleship players just, not purposefully, but don't move. They just don't maneuver to consider their cruisers. So keep in mind they're trying to dodge shells, not tank them. Ooh, Musashi left this side. So you can see the Musashi's angle. He spawned here, and now he's moving here. So that's interesting for us. That means we probably have one battleship to deal with over here. We have a Lepanto with us. You know, what is that? HE. Buffalo? Buffalo? Buffalo, probably. Perhaps Ibuki. Probably Buffalo. George over here, too. Oh, and he's moving as well. He's stopping and turning in. Ooh, maybe he accelerated. Musashi's not even looking at us. Very good. One hit does 4,653 damage, though, guys. That's just one hit. Wow. Like, I think Sap is going to be a very great ammo type for up close. See, this is going to be tricky. It's going to be very tricky to play. We are lit. Is Yugumo, or Oster's there? Yugumo's there. All right. The full power of the Italian secondaries. Here it comes. Fear me. With my 0 hits so far. Oh. So, because the Oster's there, I'm actually going to go up to this island. I think I can make that work. Got 2 DDs with us. Oh, we got a Polo with us, bro. Look at him come. He's on his way. He is on his way. He popped his smoke way too soon, though. Oh, I don't have Sansonetti. It's a long swap. Oh, no. Okay, so you're going to want Sansonetti for these things. You want Sansonetti. Alright, fair enough. So, what happens here is I need to kill this Ibuki for my Polo. Definitely torped. Please. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's so bad. Wow. Okay, 1 set of Ibuki Torps, 2 sets of Ibuki Torps. You can see the Georgia secondary is just tearing me up, dude. They're so much better. They're just so much better. Look at this guy. Look at this guy turn broadside to me. He doesn't care because battleships are not a good class. That's just the... Oh, 3 fires. See, battleships are not a very good class, guys, because look at my HP pool just draining. And now I know you might be thinking to yourself, well, why don't you just have, just take fire prevention? Well, you're missing out on making your ship a good ship in other areas. And yes, I know, fire prevention would be useful in this case. There's a lot of cases where fire prevention is just useless. Okay, we get a Citadel there. This is going to be a fast game, guys. I am going to die. So this is where something like Lepanto and the tech tree ships will have a huge advantage because they have smoke. They can go dark. Oh, really? We're getting stuck on that island? Damn, their fire chance is very good right now. Very strong. They're having a very good time with their fires. They're having a very good time with their fires right now. And I cannot kill this Ibuki. He's inside 11 kilometers, and I just can't kill him. Like, this is the problem with battleships these days. They're so fragile. And the damage output you get for being up close... Look at this. Broadside Buffalo. Okay, we got a Citadel, but didn't kill him. Yeah, I'll be honest, guys. I'm not a huge fan of playing battleships anymore. If I can have a little bit of a conversation about that. I know a lot of people know me as like the battleship guy, and I play Kings of the Sea and battleships, winning all these tournaments and all that stuff. But man, they're nowhere near what they used to be, man. They used to actually be able to tank. They used to actually do damage to broadside ships. Man, what a disappointing live set of games, but that's what happens, man. This is a realistic look at the Marco Polo. Sometimes you have bad games. I can't even show you the ship because it's still in battle. But, yeah, sometimes you just have bad games, and that is okay. That happens. That happens. There it is. You can see the little picture. Anyways, that's the first look at it. It doesn't look amazing, I'll be honest. It does not look amazing, but I'm probably playing it wrong. It's something I need to figure out yet. So, thank you guys for watching the first impressions, and yeah, I'll have another video out sometime way later, once I actually have enough games in it. I'll probably want to play more than 40 or 50 games before I actually give a full review on it, because really, how do you know? You can't really know how to play a ship until you've played it a lot, I think. So, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great day.